Hello players, just want to put a little video together to explain how you're going to go about signing up to participate in our youth basketball program. So you can follow along with me here. We have 3 different levels. First is going to be our kindergarten first grade skills clinic. We have our 2nd and 3rd grade junior sailors and our 4th and 5th grade junior sailors. Each of these are a different level and they all have different time commitments as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your name in an individual cell for what you can or want to participate in. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to this next Saturday. So let's say I want to sign up for this November 21st from 8 to 9. I could just simply put my cursor here and that would go ahead and put my name in that cell. And let's say I had to skip the next couple of Saturdays, but then I wanted to go ahead and participate in these last 4 Saturdays here with our kindergarten and first grade skills clinic. Or let's say I had a relative or a friend or a sibling in the 2nd and 3rd grade program. I could go ahead and sign up for these different dates and these different times. So do keep in mind that all of the different participation levels are at different times. They're also in different gyms. So when we get to January and February, for our 2nd and 3rd grade or 4th and 5th grade junior sailors, we actually have games. So those are going to be a whole different level of participation. So one of the things that we expect our freshman players to do is to have 8 hours of giving back in. We expect our JV players to put 10 hours in and our varsity players to put in 12. So I know that we have varsity scrimmages coming up for the next couple of Saturdays, so that's going to limit when you guys could participate. So please make sure that you're paying attention to the Saturdays that you are available. It will complicate things if I just randomly sign up right now. So do take a look at the dates so I can see right now if I'm a varsity player, next Saturday I could not participate. So I'd need to take my name out of that cell. I can't put my name on this date. I can't be there twice. So make sure that you are putting your name in, and again, in the next available slot so we can see who is there. So we have a full set of players for each of our different levels. So if we wanted to have, let's say a freshman player wanted to participate, let's say this coming Saturday, extremely important, having varsity roster not at any of the events that we're going to be at, that maybe we have a freshman player that participates from 8 to 9 in our skills clinic. They could also come here and participate from 9:30 to 10:30 in our 2-3 junior sailors, and if they wanted to, they could also stay and participate from 10:45 to noon in our 4-5 junior sailors. So in one Saturday, a player could actually get a little over 3 hours in. So with a freshman having to put in 8 hours, they could get that done in 3 Saturdays if they wanted to, rather than participating over 8 separate Saturdays. So it's going to be completely up to the players to decide if they would want to stick with one level and do that throughout, or if they wanted to pick particular days and then stay an extended period of time. So make sure that you take a look at your calendar. Make sure that something that you commit to is something that you can be at so that we don't have to follow up. Very important that we get the participation from our high school basketball players participating with our youth. It's imperative for our program to run the way that it needs to. We need to get the participation. So these next 2 Saturdays will be extremely important for our freshmen and our JV players to possibly put in a session or 2. It will be very important that our varsity, that you look at the dates, that you look at the time, and that you commit to that. So make sure that you aren't over-committing, but also make sure that you are at everything that you commit to. So everything should be fairly self-explanatory. I tried to put as much information as I could here. Again, if you wanted to participate on a certain day and you wanted to get multiple hours done in a certain day because you're there, feel free to do so. We should have, every cell should be filled with a player's name. Before this is done, we have more players than we actually have spaces. So we're going to open this up to the varsity first. Varsity will have 24 hours to assign the sessions that they want. We'll then open it up to the JV players that can then add their names to the sheet. And then lastly, we'll open it up to the freshmen to then put their time in. So varsity will have 24 hours, JV will have the next 24 hours, freshmen will have the next 24 hours after that. And then we'll open it up. Everybody will have access to it. So if you are a varsity player and you don't get your name in, and you decide not to get it in until Friday, there might be some very limited spaces left over for you to get your time in for this session. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, and I'll do what I can to help explain what's going on here with our high school and our Mona Shores youth basketball participation sheet. Thanks for all you do.